Okay, so hi. This is part of a lamp that I had at home. I'd be using this to create possibly two crosses, and I haven't yet figured out how to go about it, but as you can see, it is made of wood and there is a bamboo covering which I will be taking out to create a seal for the same. So far so good, and I will be using acrylic resin and this wood to create what I think might look good, but as of now I have no idea. I hope this goes well. Okay, so step one of the process is for me to remove the dust. As you can see, there's a cobweb right here and a lot of dust that exists in this thing, so I would be cleaning it out so that the resin would stick better. And yeah, this is where there'd be some music playing. Ideally I should be able to do that and maybe fasten the entire process, but I'm doing this because my friend insisted that I work on something of this sort, because I've worked on something like this before, and as you can see, that is see-through. How do I show you that's see-through? But yeah, so I worked on this before. Let's see if I can replicate something like this in my work. But yes, so far it is a slow process. I'm trying my best to fasten it up. That is all said and done there. So I'd be cutting this board out after the resin set so that I would have a base with the black, and then see how I can move about it. And yeah, so that's done. I should be doing that again, but now it's time to take out the bamboo, which is going to be a easy thing considering it wasn't stuck that well. Okay, so that is good. That came out pretty well. Let's just remove any excess glue that was there, any of the excess things. That would be the glue. Okay, this is good. So yeah, so this is how it would look ideally. Let's hope there are no parts that would stick up, stay out extra as and when you're doing this. But yeah, so I got this fascination to work with wood watching videos on YouTube, and then wanted to try it out, and here I am trying something out. But hey, could be a success, could be a failure, because one of the challenge with this is that this is a very very thin wood. Yeah, it's primarily like just cardboard that's used, so not exactly sure how it would work, but I'm hoping for a good result with this, because once the acrylic is hard and that sets in, then we should ideally be having a better thing. So now I'll be using a blade to scrape out the excess, maybe the flat side of the blade, so that I can use it to create the seal. Yep, that's working. That's working too. So we don't have anything sticking out too much, so that when I want to create the seal should be able to stay in place and not float out. so good. Okay, so this is how it looks with the design on, and well, I hope it looks as good as this. Now, when working with resin, one of the tough parts is to create a seal so that the resin can stay inside and doesn't flow out. Now, I have ideally been using, say, sellotape to achieve this, which is this, your normal tape, which is pretty broad, and so I can use it in a more easy way. And I'm using a transparent one so that I can see through what I'm doing, so that I'm not going to have any other surprises or bubbles which I didn't want in there. So I'd be using this to create a seal behind this, like right here. I'm gonna have it layered all across and cross so that there would be no leak at all. So let's hope that works out well. Yes, I have some good music playing here, ideally. I want to make sure I get no surprises with it leaking out anyway, so that other places. This seal will have to stay for now, and yes, that's one area. Move to this next one. You need to overlap it so that the tape will take care of sealing the entire thing in place. I'm doing a second layer now just to be on the safe side, because I had a bad experience of the resin leaking out, and the result is right there. It took away my part of my table. So just to be on the safer side, I'm working with it just to be safe. So tape there is set. Underneath ideally should be set. I shall again create a seal on this corner, and underneath it again. Well, better safe than sorry. It's there. One layer. But so my parents know I'm using this lamp. I mean, it's been lying around here for quite a while. So with all the racket that I'm making, I'm pretty sure my mom would figure out I'm up to something. Mundane tasks like this makes this work kind of slightly boring, but nevertheless, that's what is needed to be done. Okay, so I've got the mold for this ready as of now. Now this is good, looks good, not too shabby. Now is the part where I need to mix up the resin, so I think I'll need to go get that now. So I just sprayed over this using a compact quick drying acrylic spray. So this would ideally help me create a layer so that the resin doesn't stick to the plastic underneath it and it's easier to peel off. And at the same time it gives it a shine. As you can see, this is the area that doesn't have it and this is the area that has it. So that is how I want to work on this and see how it goes. Now this is what I'm using. It's called Harkson's company, high gloss epoxy resin clear coat, and so this is what I'd be using to mix, and this is the hardener. So the ratio is 2:1, so we need to figure that out. Now the challenge that happens is if we do not get the ratio right, the mix right, then I used this in the past. What happened was, as I was pouring it out, this happened. It hardened this way. So if you do not get the ratio right, you do not get the mix right, then this is what can happen. So this is what would ideally be going in, and see how it proceeds. Anyhow, wait a minute, let me see if I can get this up and running. Yes, so yes, I've got an additional light there, and now this, once the base has set, we can mix it up in the required ratio. And where's the glass? Here's the glass. So I shall be filling it up maybe till here, which I hope would be enough for it. If not, maybe more than this glass. Now it is tough to get the ratio right, so I would be using a measuring cup like this to pour the mixture in. So first would be this. So I shall maybe use 4 or 5 of this depending on how much I need, and then figure out a way to do it. Now it is ideally suggested that you use a glove with this item, but because I do not have it at the moment, I'm doing all of this by flow. Yep, that has come out. Now I place it there, and the measuring cup. Okay, now just making sure the insides are also clear and clean. I have nothing to worry about. And 2. And 3. As you can see, this is clear now. And 4. This is all I'd be using for this. So this is just a rough estimate that I've taken, and I hope that's going to be enough. Now let me warn you, the smell of the hardener is what puts people off. It's really, really bad. So beware of the smell and see what you can do to maybe protect yourself from this. Yes, so because that's 4, this is 2, and this is more liquidy, as you can see. 1, So as you can see now, the mixture has turned very turbid. The colors changed and all of that. So this is a highly exothermic reaction, and if you do not take care, then things may go sideways. So I got a ice cream stick that I can use to mix this. As you're mixing it, can you see the color? It becomes turbulent, or turbid as it said, turbulent. What am I saying? Now you need to keep mixing this till the color becomes completely transparent, or the liquid becomes completely transparent. So this mixing may take quite a while too, considering the fact that there's a lot of it. You can see these strings. Yes, you can. It's clear there. So you keep mixing it, continue mixing it, and it should work out. So I have two options that I can use. One is I got a green color coloring, and I got a blue one. What would go well with black? So this is part blue, and this is how it turned out to be, blue. And this is also blue, as you can see, it's also blue. But now the challenge is, do I need to use blue with black or green with black? And at the same time, while I'm doing that, do I need to add any glitter to it, a pearl scent color? I haven't yet tried that, but I'm not sure how it's going to be. As you can see now, you see it's becoming more and more transparent, but it's still not ready. As you can see, let me show you this. Can you see that there are still a few strings, like, so even that has to go. And this one has a shelf life of maybe about 15 minutes or so, but not keep it for so long, it might not end well. And as you're pouring this, I would suggest you have a flat surface, and this is not flat, so I will be shifting that out. And my table is flatter than normal, so I can be using my table. So yes, as you can see, the strings have almost disappeared, very few ones. Yes, that's more like it. Now I have the choice. Now I'd be getting out the colors. The colors we have, I have few options. So I have a blue, which is very concentrated. I have a green, and also I have some pearl scent colors. You see, pearl colors, so it'll give it a very glittery shine that we can do. I'm not sure, I haven't used this before, but the blue and green I have. So with black, would green look good or blue? Not very sure. I'm gonna go ahead with blue and maybe add a tint of the pearl scent color just to see how it would look, so that maybe I can work with it in the future. And now, yes, opening this is a hassle, and my hands are sticky, and that cannot wait too long too. If I don't open this right, then I can't reuse this. If I can't reuse this, then there it is. That's done. So this is the first time I'd be using this. It's pearl scent colors, pearl scent paint. Well, let's see how it would be. Let me take a tint of it, maybe not so much. See how this mixes with this. That does look good. Can you see that? Of course. That is beautiful. But then we need some mix well. I think I would add on another pinch of green so that make sure you take out the dry parts. That is beautiful. Would you look at that? I'm thinking I'd add a little bit more pearl scent just to get, you know. Get authenticity of using this, but it is beautiful. This may give it an entirely different finish than I was hoping for, but nevertheless, let's hope it works out. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. I'm hoping the color is consistent. Making sure all the colors mix up well. The green, the blue, the pulse, and all of it. I can't stop looking at this. Just look at that. Okay, now I think it is time that we pour in the mold. Yes, it's as flat as it gets, I guess. And now, the tough part is to pour it in without spilling, and this one doesn't have a beaker finish, so I'm gonna have to rely on because there is extra. All I need to do is turn this across, to and fro till I have a settled level. Now that is beautiful. And let's see how that comes out. And yeah, So I had this here just in case there was extra left out. I'm going to be using this by adding a little bit more percent into it and maybe putting in something inside it, like for an example, say, not sure yet. That's enough. Mixing is a little bit more concentrated, and I hope that's enough to fill it up. I did not realize I had taken so much more extra by my estimate. So this, I'm not sure what I can use it for, but I can definitely use it for something or another, maybe at a later stage. Haven't yet decided. No. Now both this is settled. Now I'll be using possibly the end of the screwdriver or the paintbrush or just one of my old pens that I don't use anymore, like this, just to that. So let's see by the end of this how it's going to be turning out. Not very sure. I honestly have no idea how it's going to come out, but I'm hoping for the best. The level has gone down a little bit here and there, but I think I can live with that. That's about it. Thanks guys.